Welcome to the show called Beyond Our Galaxy. On today's show, we're going to be talking about galaxies beyond ours. We are also going to be talking about stars and constellations in the universe as well. We Earthlings, always out of curiosity, need to ask this one big question. How many galaxies are there in our big universe? The answer is this: 170 billion galaxies. How many stars are there in a galaxy? There are literally billions of stars in a galaxy. Just imagine this for a moment. In our very own backyard called the Milky Way galaxy, there are about 400 billion stars located in it. There are many different kinds of stars located in a galaxy as well. The next picture will show what kinds of stars can be found in a galaxy. There are many more different kinds of stars as well in a galaxy as seen here in this picture. Red dwarfs, white dwarfs, giant stars, supergiant stars. Here's a picture of where we Earthlings are located in the Milky Way galaxy. Our sun, which is a yellow star, is located about 27,000 light years from the center of the Milky Way galaxy. There are three different kinds of galaxies found in the universe: spiral, elliptical, irregulars. Our Milky Way galaxy is a spiral galaxy as seen here in this picture. The Milky Way galaxy spreads across the universe some 100,000 light years across. What makes up a spiral galaxy? Well, the makeup of a spiral galaxy are these: 1, a nucleus; 2, a bulge; 3, a disk; and 4, globular clusters. The Andromeda Galaxy, the closest galaxy to ours, is a spiral galaxy also known as the Messier 31. Andromeda is located some 2.5 light years away from our Milky Way galaxy. The Spicer Space Telescope, launched into space by NASA in 2003, has studied the Andromeda Galaxy. Spicer Telescope has discovered a total of about 1 trillion stars inside Andromeda. The Andromeda Galaxy is part of our own local group as the Milky Way is called. Here is a few pictures of some other spiral galaxies. As one views these pictures, one will be able to see the name, location, and what the constellations they are located in. So, just sit right back in your easy chair, relax, and enjoy the next few pictures. As one can see, all an Earthling has to do is to look for the constellation in which a galaxy is located in, and they will be able to see how easy it is to find galaxies. We now will talk about the next kind of galaxies found in the universe, elliptical galaxies. The definition of an elliptical galaxy is this. It has an ellipsoidal shape with a smooth, light, bright feature to it. It is like a spiral galaxy, but without the arms as seen here in this picture. Here are some examples of elliptical galaxies in the next few pictures. We have now taken a brief look at the galaxies beyond ours. But for now, here are some more awesome pictures of the three different kinds of galaxies that exist. So just sit right back in the easy chair, relax, and enjoy. We now take a look at another subject of interest to us Earthlings when we talk about astronomy. Stars. Just how many stars are there in our universe? There are literally trillions, billions, millions of stars found in our universe. Why don't you get out a piece of paper and writing utensil and count the number of stars that can be found in the next picture you will see. What is a star? A star is a very bright object of plasma that is being held together by its own gravitational force. A star is made up of gas, dust, hydrogen, and helium. What is the nearest star to Earth in the universe? Our sun is the closest star in the universe to us Earthlings. As a yellow star, our sun gives us Earthlings light after sunrise and before sunset. There is once again different star classifications for those millions of stars we Earthlings can enjoy looking at in the night sky. Here are some different kinds of star classifications seen here in this picture. In the last picture, one can see that there are red dwarfs, white dwarfs, supergiants, and giants. The constellation of Orion has 7 different kinds of star classifications in it. The next picture shows what these star classifications are. Star classifications are O, B, A, F, G, K, M. Here is the location of both Betelgeuse and Rigel stars in Orion. Betelgeuse is located at the top part. Rigel is located in the bottom part of Orion. Here is a comparison picture of Betelgeuse to some other popular stars in the universe. Betelgeuse is a variable star. It is a red supergiant star, as what we saw in the picture diagram of different star classifications. What is a variable star? A variable star is one that changes its brightness in either a regular or irregular way. The star Rigel is a blue supergiant of a star. What is a blue supergiant star? A blue supergiant star is a very hot, bright star. A blue giant star is most of the time classified as a OB star. It is smaller than a red supergiant star. What is the biggest star in our universe? VY Canis Major is the largest star found in our universe. It is a hypergiant super red star. It is located about 4,900 light years away from Earth. About 1,050 suns from our solar system could easily fit within this star. What is the smallest star in the universe? It is a toss-up between the following three stars. Proxima Centauri, 11.4 light years away. Olga TR 1266, a red dwarf star in a binary star system. And 2MASS JO 253 1403, discovered by Georgia State University in 2013. There are so many millions of stars out there, and it's very difficult to really determine which ones is the smallest. Our last star question is this: what is a binary star? A binary star is made up of two stars orbiting around their common center of mass. We now are going to be talking about the next subject of today's show, the constellations. What is a constellation? It is a group of stars forming a recognizable pattern that is identified with a mythological, human, animal, or an inanimate object. Here is the constellation called Cygnus the Swan. As an earthling can see here, the constellation is viewed like a swan flying in the night sky. Also, one can see here it is much easier to identify a constellation using one's imagination. Here is the constellation called Sagittarius. This is an inanimate object. As one can see here, it is shaped like a teapot. Here's the constellation called Orion. Can you use your imagination and discover what this one is shaped like? Of course, it is shaped like an earthling hunter. Just by using a little imagination, an earthling can find their way much easier through the night sky. There are two different kinds of group constellations found in the night sky. One is called circumpolar constellations. These constellations never rise or set in the sky. The other is called seasonal constellations. Spring, summer, fall, winter. There are two different locations for where these seasonal constellations can be found. The northern constellations, the southern constellations. The next couple of pictures will show an example of both the northern and southern hemisphere constellations. The Big and Little Dipper, seen here in the picture, located in the northern constellations. The constellation called the Southern Crux, shaped like a cross, can only be seen in the southern hemisphere. The constellation Centaurus, located in the southern hemisphere. What is the most easiest constellation for earthlings to spot in the night sky? It is the two famous ones called the Big and Little Dipper. Seen here in this picture, they are shaped like dippers. The brightest star in the night sky is called Polaris. Polaris is also known as the North Star. As one can see here, the arrow from the Big Dipper points to the North Star. Look, I found the North Star. There are a total of some 88 constellations found in the night sky. What is a constellation? A constellation is a group of stars an earthling can see and are related to each other in a particular pattern. There is another subject at one time that was interwoven between the science and astronomy as well. It is called astrology. What is astrology? Astrology is a subject of an astrologer who makes predictions of events that are going to happen using the stars as a guide. There were many early astronomers who were also involved with astrology. The next few pictures are astronomers who also were involved with this subject. Astronomer Johannes Kepler, 1571 to 1591. Astronomer Tycho Brahe, 1546 to 1601. Astronomer Giovanni Cassini, 1625 to 1712. The astronomers and astrologers used 12 constellations located in a circular fashion around Earth as seen in the next picture. These were 12 stars used in what was called the zodiac. These 12 stars were based on the day and month one was born. The next picture shows the names of those zodiac constellations. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Libra. Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo. Well, it wasn't until the 17th century when the Age of Reason came to be that astrology and astronomy were separated from each other. That is because astronomy is a predictable science, whereas astrology had no validity for it to be a part of astronomy. Well, now that you know something about constellations, see if you can identify what these constellations are in the next few pictures. So just sit right back down in your easy chair, relax, and enjoy. Here are the names of the constellations just shown in the last few pictures in this part of today's episode. Triangulum, Gemini, Orion, Cassiopeia, Aries, Pisces, Big and Little Dipper. Now that you know something about the constellations, go out on a nice clear night for sky watching and look up at the night sky and see what constellations you can identify with using your eyes. But only time will tell what we earthlings will find when we look up in the night sky and beyond our galaxy.